you grow this tour big enough, the World Tour is going to have to respect it and have to work with us.
And that's the goal with any sports league is you want the best players playing.
I'll tell you what, I go around to AVPs. I've had the Anders and Christian. I've had plenty of these players. Adrian used to play on our tour. He knows how fun AVP is.
Yeah.
They all want to play for us. They all asking, hey, what do you think about a wild card? Like, if Anders and Christian aren't getting one, you ain't getting one. Trust me. It ain't going to happen.
And if Anders and Christian aren't getting one, why? Bring them here. They'd bring so many fans. And I know players would be like, oh, like the Norwegians, they're already taking our money on the World Tour. We don't need them taking it here. But
hey, grow our tour.
Man, if you're an elite athlete, like you want your professional league to be where you are, and especially AVP. If you brought Anders and Christian, if you bring the top 5 teams in the World Tour here, it would be huge for the AVP.
I wonder what would happen if they did that, if they opened it up.
It'd be awesome.
Well, because then there's repercussions with the World Tour, I would guess. Right?
Yeah.
They'd have to, they'd be competitors at that point. But if you had more money, if you had more incentive, a bigger fan base, a better fan base, a standard American sports fan base, they'd come.
Yeah,
I mean,
because the Gold Series or Heritage Series, the prize money's the same, if not a little bit better than it's about the same as a challenge.
I think it's more than a challenge.
A little more than a challenge?
It's more than a challenge for sure.
Yeah, so you think, I mean, there's not that many Elite 16s. I mean, prior to the Olympics, there's 4 Elite 16s. Anders and Christian would play Huntington. They'd have nothing to miss. Anders and Christian would come play Manhattan. Yeah. They might skip Chicago.
Those guys all want to play Manhattan.
Yeah.
For sure.
Man, I would love to see them open it up. Yeah. And I say this acknowledging that for me as a player, like it's not like I would be losing any money. I pretty much, a good year for me as a player, I broke even.
Yeah.
Like it would be you, Taylor, all the big dogs. You're like, that's kind of our money.
Well, I better go beat their ass.
And that's the mindset I'm talking about. But I know when Mel and Brandy and Pav, when they were coming in and they started winning a lot, it rankled.
For sure.
It rankled some feathers
for sure.
And they're like, "Hey, these Canadian chicks are taking all of our money."
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, iron sharpens iron.
Right.
Like, it's a good product. I mean, the best product on the AVP for years was Mel and Pav versus April and Alex.
Right.
And it drew fans.
Yeah.
And that brings eyeballs, which bring money.
Hey.
I mean, it's an oversimplified formula, but I think
the goal.
Yeah. To bring the best in the world right here.
And in theory, if you can capitalize on that and really create the business model that capitalizes on those players coming in, you will make more money because they're there.
Mm-hmm.
And go beat them. Like, get the U.S. fans on your side and be like, hey, guys, let's freaking team up, make some noise, and let's kick these international people's booties.
It would be the first time in their careers that Anders and Christian would be rooted against.
Yeah, but I still feel like I might get booed for some reason. Come on, people.
I would love to see it. Actually, and I kind of want to invite fans in this conversation. Would you want to see all the international players? And then maybe AVP. Let's bring them over.
I don't think the FIVB wants this conversation.
Yeah.
Who knows?
We'll see.
Good thing we have no say.
Yeah, we don't have any say.